Body Challenge. My name is Leah Stanley, and I've been training in Goju or karate for about 25 years now. Actually, I think it's almost 26. Anyways, today we're going to talk about stretching. So stretching is very important to do every day, but especially when you're doing physical workouts, because you don't want to pull any muscles and cause any injuries. So today we're going to focus on our legs. So I'm going to show you 3 leg stretches that you can do at home in any space, and you can work on improving your various techniques. All right, so the first stretch we're going to do is called the pigeon. It's kind of a yoga pose that I learned many years ago. But you're going to start with one leg bent like this and the other leg back, and you're going to sit down like this. So you can see, so if I sit back this way, I feel the stretch in a different way than if I come forward on my elbows. So you can get different stretches with the same pose if you just do some shifting of your weight. You can move around and feel. This is great for the quad, so if you have sciatica, you'll probably find this the other side, but you'll feel that it stretches the sciatica area, and it also helps open up your hips. So you can do this on both sides. You can come forward, and you might feel a bit in your lower back when you come forward, but definitely across the glutes. Remember, when you stretch, you have to continually breathe. Slow, deep breaths, and you don't want to bounce. You risk pulling a muscle if you're bouncing too much. So you want to get into a position and take a few deep breaths and hold, and then you can take some more deep breaths and like go deeper into certain positions, or shift to a different angle to stretch in a different area. So that's our first stretch. The second stretch we're going to do today is a simple V position with your legs. So you're going to sit back with your legs stretched out. So you're going to do it as wide as you can. I find I put my hands behind me and scooch forward to push my legs open further. These are stretchy jeans, by the way, so if you're wondering how I'm stretching in jeans. So when you do this stretch, there's a few things you want to remember. You want to keep your toes pointing up to the ceiling. You want to keep your legs straight. Bending your knees, you're not going to get a very effective stretch. So you're going to keep your legs straight, and you want to sit forward on your hips. So you don't want to be slouched back like this. I don't know if you can see that really well, but you want to come forward on your hips. I'll try from the side and see if you can see better. So we don't want to be back like this. You want to come forward on your hips. So that you're bending at the hip, not at the back. When you stretch forward, you're bending from the hip. And you just reach out. You can try, there's a few different variations. So you can try coming to the side. If you come to the side, you're going to reach either with your chin facing forward, chin to toes, or if you want to stretch your side, you're going to do ear to knee. And then you can bring your other hand over if you like. Okay, and you can go to the other side. Always do both sides. This is faster than I would normally stretch. I would normally spend at least a minute in each position when I'm stretching at home to really get some progress with your flexibility. And then ear to knee if you're going to the side and reach up. Okay, like that. You can do 2 hands to the toes and come forward. A fun stretch to come forward, if you have a hardwood floor or a mat that you're using, you can pull your hands and you can see how far you can reach, and then try and increase that every time you stretch, or every week maybe. Maybe you spend 5 days reaching one floorboard distance, and then and then you push it a little bit further. So remember, you want to feel a stretch. You should not feel extreme pain, but you do need to feel it. It's going to be uncomfortable to actually make progress. And when you reach forward, you reach as far as you think you can, and then drop your elbows. And that's going to give you a deeper stretch in your legs. And that was stretch number 2. For stretch number 3, this is one of my favorites. We call it the butterfly. We're going to put the soles of our feet together, and you see my knees are falling down to the side. You're going to pull your feet as close to your body as you can, and then push your knees as close to the floor as you can. So most people are going to need their hands to push their knees down like this. I've been doing this stretch for quite a long time, so I can actually hold my knees there without my hands. But most people need to use their hands. You can use your hands on your toes if you need help keeping them pulled in tight. So the goal with this one, you'll feel on the inside of your legs, like in your groin area and your hips. So you're gonna push down, and then after you've stretched for, like we said, 30 seconds to a minute with some slow deep breaths, then you can kind of flutter a little bit. When you're stretching, you want to relax the muscle. So if you can visualize the muscle that you're stretching and consciously relax it, you're going to get a better stretch, and you're going to have less likely to have an injury, because when the muscles are tense, they're more likely to tear. So you want to consciously relax the muscle. So if you're stretching out like this, you're going to consciously relax this muscle. So you'll get into position, and then before you do anything else, start at your toes and consciously relax every part of your leg, and then continue on with your stretch. So the same goes for this. You're going to get into position and then consciously relax the muscles, and you might find that you actually gain a little bit of stretch once you do that, because once the muscle's relaxed, it has a lot more give and pliability. Okay, so you're going to stretch, you're going to give it a little bit of a relax, and push down again if you want. All right, so that is stretch number 3. I like to also lean forward sometimes, and you'll feel it even deeper. If you can find this too easy, then lean forward. All right, I hope you found that helpful for some leg stretches to practice at home. And don't forget to hashtag Daily Karate Challenge and show us what you're up to, and show us your videos or photos doing these challenges so we can kind of see how everybody's doing with them. And also feel free to post any questions you have. There's always someone around on the karate page to respond. All right, take care. Happy stretching.